How's it going? I'm Big Chris. This is my buddy Rome, and we're gonna be drawing
Ethan.
Ethan from the Tuttle Twins. Ready?
Yes.
Let's do some fun stuff. So when I'm drawing, I like to break everything into shapes. So the first thing we would do is we're gonna draw Ethan's eye. So we're gonna draw a line like that. And then we'll draw another little line just like that. And then we're going to draw his pupil. Then we're going to give him a little highlight. And then you can just fill that in with black. And then Ethan has an eyebrow that kind of goes just like that. And you can fill that one in black too. Easy as that. Now Ethan's nose kind of starts right about there. And it comes down into a little swoop. And a little swoop. And then Ethan's other eye kind of does the same thing. It's a big almond shape. Like that. Perfect. And then another little swoop right there. Awesome. And then another pupil. Perfect. And you could probably even make that even just a little bit bigger, because that eye is a little bit closer to you.
This.
Perfect. That's awesome. And then you make a little highlight. And you can fill that in with black. That looks awesome. All right, and then we got another eyebrow. And one of my favorite things about Ethan is he always kind of has like a little crooked smile. So you can start like almost right underneath his nose. And you come right up to the top just like that. Perfect. And then it's a U shape that connects right at the top. Awesome. And then there's a line right here. And that'll be his row for his teeth. Perfect. And then right here, you make a little line for his tongue. All right, now his face is all done. Ready? So now we can make the shape of his head. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a line that kind of comes out for his cheek, and then it'll wrap all the way around just like that.
Okay.
So it's one line, but it's a little bit of a tricky line. So it comes out like this. You can see his cheek, and then it comes right down and around. Perfect. That looks awesome. And now here's a fun part. So over here is his ear, and Ethan kind of has a nice ear that goes just about like that. And then the inside of his ear comes down like that and just around, just a little loop. And then from the very bottom of his ear, we can connect all the way to the side of his chin where we left our line off. Perfect. That looks awesome. Oh my gosh, his face looks so good. Okay, so right here, kind of between his eyebrows is where his hair is gonna start. So we have a line that comes down like that and up and around. And then another line right here. Comes up and around. And then you can connect right there to where his face started. Perfect. That looks amazing. So now his hair, see where I'm doing right here? Mm-hmm. It's a line that comes all the way around like that. So we're gonna start right over here and come all the way down and around. And there's another little piece of his hair that comes right through there. Ethan has pretty thick hair, so it comes out to a little loop right there. And that's going to come down to another little point. And then this is the last part of kind of where his bangs kind of hang in his face. So that's almost going to touch, or could even touch, that eyebrow right there. Just like that. And now from that line right there, you connect that right there to the ear. Just like that. Now as this part comes around, we're going to do two little points on the back of his hair. They come down like that, and then around like that, and then can connect right down to his ear. You're faster than I am, that was amazing. And so right here under his ear is the rest of his hair, and now his hair is all done. So now, what I like to do is imagine right here on his eye, I come down, and that's where his neck starts. See that? And you can do the other side of his neck, and then down to where his shirt will start. Then we can do one little thick line right here. So watch me when I do this, and then make a little shadow. So now that we put the shadow on his neck, now we can start on his t-shirt. So we're gonna start with his shoulder, and we'll come across here, and we'll come all the way down right there. So that's the top of his sleeve. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So we'll come across, come down, and now you can cut across here, so that's the top of his arm, and bring that line right up, so that's the very top of his sleeve. So here's a fun part right here. So here we'll bring the other part of his sleeve here, but now we're going to start a line right about here. We're going to bring it all the way down. That was the most perfect line that anybody's ever drawn in the history of drawing a line. All right, ready? So now we're gonna come here and we're gonna make part of his arm. And then right here, you see where I'm at? We're gonna put his thumb right there. And that will come down into his index finger and right up to his hand. Perfect. Now we can put his other finger right there. And then this line will come up right to his t-shirt. We'll bring this line underneath, we'll come across. Now since we're right here, we'll go ahead and draw the white line that goes across his t-shirt. Perfect. Now we can draw a line that comes down like this. Draw his thumb. One finger, two fingers, and three fingers, which is the rest of his hand. And then that can come all the way up to the top, just like that. Now at the very bottom of his t-shirt right there, we could bring that line all the way back up. So now his upper torso and his arms and all of his fingers are completely done. So now we'll bring this line down to start his shorts. And we'll curve that around. We'll bring him up. We'll bring this line over like that. Got another line that comes down just like that. And then the other side of his shorts, so a line that comes across just there, and just like that. And now we can connect his shorts. Now Ethan has a detail on his shorts that come right across here on both sides of his legs. So now we can just add 4 little lines that make his legs. Perfect. And we can close that off because that's where the top of his socks are going to go. So what we can do now is we can create the tongue of his shoes. So just a little lowercase N shape almost. Do the same thing on the other side. And Ethan has 3 shoelaces. So we'll draw 1 shoelace, 2 shoelaces, 3 shoelaces. And the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. Now let's start on this shoe. We'll bring it all the way down to the floor. And same with this side. We'll bring it all the way down to the floor. And Ethan has these little white circles on the insides of his shoe. Man, you're fast. You are fast. So now we're gonna do the top of his shoe. So that's a shape that goes just like this. There you go. And same on the other side. A little loop, just like that. Now we can close those off, just like this. And then you'll bring this one across to there, and same on the other side. And then the bottom of his shoes, just follow that line all the way around. And close it right at the top. And now we can color. You ready to color?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's start with his skin tone. That's gonna be this color here. Perfect. Now I like to use the wedge side because it's thicker and we can cover a little bit more ground on it. So now we just come in here and we start coloring his skin. And you can go up and down, you can go side to side. How do you like to color? What's your favorite way?
Usually up and down.
Up and down, cool. Usually for me it depends on how much ground I'm trying to cover. So a lot of times if I've got a big open space like this, I'll use little circles like this. But then I go side to side if I'm right up by his eyeball. Get all of that colored in. While we're coloring, what are some of your favorite things to do? Do you like to draw at home?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. What do you like to draw when you draw?
Anything.
Anything? That's awesome. Let's say you were going to draw a picture for your dad. What do you think you'd draw?
I do not know.
You don't know? Me either. That's looking so awesome. His facial expression is so funny. What kind of, what's some of your favorite things that Ethan says?
The 5th one, when he says Ethan's pretty, I mean handsome.
That's awesome. I think one of my favorite lines is when he's trying to figure out how to make a pencil. And he says, I could probably figure it out. So when you finish his face, you can start on his arms. Is Ethan your favorite character from the Tuttle Twins?
Yeah.
Is he? Mm-hmm. He's so funny. I really like Derek too.
Yeah, Derek's my second favorite.
Can you do an impression of Derek?
No.
No? Me either. You make some funny sounds though. That looks perfect. And now we can do his legs too. So I just noticed something that we forgot. Do you know what we forgot?
What?
We forgot to do Ethan's socks. And we can put his socks right at the top of his shoes. You see that? So I just grab my black marker and put his socks on. Why aren't you supposed to wear shoes without socks?
So your shoes don't get stinky.
But yeah, they get pretty stinky. All right, let's, so next we can do orange for his shirt. Just fill that in. He looks so good. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I think you captured his facial expression perfect. Because Ethan's a little bit sarcastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's perfect. Then we can switch over to blue. And we'll color Ethan's shorts. Just fill it all the way in with blue. Perfect. And then we're going to use kind of this blue-gray color for his shoes. So what we'll do is we'll color the top of his shoes, kind of the tongue of his shoes. And then kind of this main part, leaving that little circle white. Just like that. And then you know how we talked about there's a wedge part and a thin part? I'm going to use the thin part for his mouth. I'm on the dark red color. So I'm just going to color in the dark red part. And try not to color his teeth.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to use the light pink part, the lighter red for his tongue. And then lastly, we're going to use this brown marker to color Ethan's hair. You got it? Have you ever drawn Ethan before?
No.
Because it looks like you've drawn Ethan 100 times.
I've never drawn.
That's a good first time to draw Ethan. That looks amazing. He looks so good. Color that one last little spot right there. That looks perfect. Looks amazing.
Thanks.
Do you have so much fun?
Yeah.
Good job.